Hello, brothers and sisters, welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I tried to keep it down under the nitty gritty, under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. Listeners' discretion is advised. Now, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or even roast fest, you put it down below. Please be careful of scams out there. I just got scammed. I'm supposed to be so smart to look into stuff, but I was just so excited that I won a powerful computer by Review Tech. And this video is not just about scams. It's about what women think about in order to, before they get pregnant, to get pregnant. So in order for a woman, this is what women tell me, and it's a pattern of it. The first thing a woman needs to do in order to get pregnant is to think about that man or the man that they were with in the past and have great satisfactions in their minds or great pleasures. So as you're sticking the dick in her, right, she thinks about that man, or she's maybe thinking about you. But be careful. The guy that she may not be thinking about, which is not you as you're fucking her, is the one spirit that's inside that child. Like my firstborn daughter, of course is me, but the second daughter that I have is her, because you got to look at the genetics, babies. Genetics is more important than human behavior. So we already know that's a fact to people who already know. All right? But when I was told this, I was like, yo, that's crazy, right? So that's why sometimes when children are born, the child don't look neither like neither parent, because she was thinking about some other dude. And that it can happen. This is all hypotheticals. I'm not saying it's factual or not like that, because everything is hypotheticals, as a matter of fact. You don't even know if I'm real. Hypothetically speaking, you're assuming that I'm real because this is a video. Like I said before, I'm no fool, okay? But other than that, when a female is a virgin, your firstborn child is going to be looking like you, okay? Okay, so that's why 9 times out of 10, when females tell me when their first child looks like their father, I say, hey, that's right. The spitting image of the father, because she really had feelings for him. But depending on how her feelings is, that's where the genetics is going to go, okay? Life comes from a man's ball sack, okay? So the spermatozoid is moving. The woman's ovaries is not moving. When the spermatozoid hits the sac, the rest of the spermatozoids leave and flee. And that spermatozoid transforms and goes into the cocoon to transform itself into something else. So life is always the spermatozoid. A lot of times women will say life comes from the woman, but that's secondary true, because his ball sack life went into her womb to hold the life form for him, okay? You understand what I'm saying? So when she has birth, when she gives birth, life is coming from her, but it originates, the key elements, it originates from the man. And that life force travels into her body, which is a very beautiful thing indeed. But please, understand this. Don't get scammed like I have. If you see 2 blue arrows or something like that, even a check mark, I don't even trust it no more. I have lost faith in humanity, okay? Because there are people out there who are just bored and they're broke and they have to succumb to doing evil things just to make it by. I just say, hey, they got karma coming to them, no matter. Because if they get thrown in jail, at least they get a free meal, right? So they're taking a chance. You cannot make it through life without taking risk, okay? But at least they'll get 3 meals a day when they get incarcerated. Okay, this life is like a game. So you kill someone, you lose your life. You lose 1 life. You cause one person to kill someone, and you carry that over, that pathology. Every person that you have insinuated something inside of someone to kill someone else, you're going to lose 15 lives. You got to be careful what you say to people, okay? You mean no harm, okay? But if you start implementing that this race is less than another race, then you probably have to lose 1,000,000 lives before you understand that you wasn't definitely in the wrong for insinuating that in the past. But I digress, though. You won't know what I'm talking about, though, because I only know what I'm talking about, and most people don't. This is why I say to most people, please don't watch my videos. Not because I'm wrong, it's because you lack the ability to ask questions about my perspective, my philosophies. Too many people are looking at imagery. They're looking at when I travel overseas, and I got a few bums in America looking at what I do, and they can't do what I do, and they just hate on me and call me certain names, which is not true at all. Instead of going to the source, they become a pussy. So they just start talking, okay, right? But that's all I really wanted to say. I talked about 2 things in this video. Don't get scammed. Because I got scammed on Review Tech, and I love his channel. He got millions of subscribers, and I love Angry Joe. But for now on, people are going to have to review all of your so-called comments. I think it's best to turn them off now, because YouTube is going to have to fix the scam thing that's being increasingly overrated, okay? Because people are falling for this shit. They thinking that, okay, I'm on his channel, then I'm like, I won. And I hope my account, my PNC account, don't get hacked, okay, or anything, because it's all about numbers. Everything is about numbers. And people who have nothing else to do will try to scam you. But they don't understand in about 2 or 3 years they'll get caught. And that's sad, because you'll be like having a nice day. They're thinking everything is hanky-danky, because I don't break no laws. So when it catches up to them, the magic number is 3 years. So whoever's doing crimes, you're going to get caught in 3 years. Okay, if someone's using a false identification, it's going to catch the person who used the false identification. You're going to get caught. I give it 3 years. Okay, the magic number is 3 years. Every person that did something and I said don't do that, you're going to get caught, dog. Especially when it's traceable. It's traceable. Even if you're a hacker, you're going to get caught because someone's going to do the work. They like a chance. There's people who love a chance to catch your ass. Okay, and then you just go to jail, okay? But other than that, that's all I'm really going to say about pregnancy, how women get pregnant. They get pregnant not because of how huge the cock is. They get pregnant because how the way they think of you. Okay, that's why you have some cases where men and women don't even get pregnant, because she don't think about him when she's fucking him. Okay, and maybe something he's eating that's not right. His nutrition value is low. Her nutrition value is low. Whole many different factors, but this is what I was told by women, so I don't make speculations. When I talk from the women's mouth. Like, so when a lot of guys will go outside and do these little, I recommend you guys do this yourself, like I used to do back in the 80s into the 90s. It may slightly have changed, but women will always choose money over everything else, okay? So we don't even need to discuss that. But women cheat 10 times more, okay? Women create more evil in the world than men, okay? But to each his own. If you don't want to believe me, I don't care, okay? Because I'm going to stick with it, because I'm not a stick in the mud, or I'm not stuck up. But that's what I wanted to say about scammers and women getting pregnant, okay? I talked about 2 topics in this video. There's many different things to talk about on the internet, but I like to talk about things that most people don't talk about, because I'll try to look it up. And I'm like, wow, nobody talk about this. And I'll talk about it. I'm the only one that does that, because I'm eccentric and esoteric. Other than that, I'm out of here, guys. I love you all, but I hate the men of you. This is under 10 minutes. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roasts, you put it down below. Check out my credentials down below. That's who I am. Peace.